The police were alerted about a suspect who was shoplifting at a Walmart store. They arrived in time and got the description of the suspect.
Still running around the store. He keeps running between out there to the back bathrooms, kitchen knives, and then back to sporting goods. How old is this guy? If I had to guess, probably mid-30s.
Immediately, the police swung into action to sniff out the suspect. After moving about a bit, they find the suspect strolling around the store. On seeing the police, the suspect takes to his heels. The police follow him and try to catch up with him.
Stop. Stop. He's running.
It looked like the suspect would get away until this happened. The suspect ran towards the exit of the store, only to run into another police officer who was strategically waiting. A scuffle ensues, and after a bit of Armageddon, the suspect is overpowered and arrested.
Try to get us out of
Stop.
Marshall, can we get EMS rolling?
The police have stopped this truck driver and are questioning him. Not satisfied with his response, the cops proceed to search his truck.
There's people in the cab? Yes, sir.
They get into the truck and gradually peel off a layer of material that restricts the driver's seat from the rest of the truck. What they find is utterly shocking.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. You got this?
Do me a favor, yeah.
The backside of the truck is dark, but the light that breaks in through the torn demarcation is enough to show the 18 persons stuffed up behind the truck. After questioning them, the police discover they are illegal immigrants. Consequently, the driver is apprehended for trying to... The police, aiming to apprehend a sex offender on the run, receive intel locating him near an interstate bridge. Swiftly, the officer and accompanying force members drive to the site and dash towards the bridge.
Hey, hey, hey!
When they get to the bridge, they meet an almost gory sight. The suspect has gotten suicidal and is trying to leap off the bridge. The police officer grabs the suspect quickly and lifts him back onto the road with the help of all the other personnel present.
Grab his leg.
He was reaching to...
The police eventually overpowered the suspect and put him in cuffs to prevent any other complications. The officer is around Bachman Lake at night and is just at the shore. At first, it's not clear what the officer is waiting for, but as the video progresses, it becomes clearer. A car has crashed into the lake, and some officers are in the water trying to rescue the victim, who is a woman. The officers in the lake swim towards the deck, holding the woman. The officers on the deck reach out and pull the woman onto the deck. One of the officers administers some first-aid measures to resuscitate the woman. The woman responds and regains consciousness.
There you go. There we go. There you go. Stay right there. What's your name?
The police received a report of a naked black man trying to break into his neighbor's house. Upon arriving at the supposed scene, things look different. There is no naked man, and no one is trying to break into any house.
Stop interrupting him!
So this is what I did, sir. Because I got a witness. We both went up there. We knocked on the...
They question the suspect and other persons and discover the case caller is lying.
What happened?
So listen, they're arguing. Whoever the crackhead is.
They try to speak with the white woman, who remains adamant and insults the police.
Come here. Turn, put your hands behind your back. Come here.
Get off me. I'm not going to jail.
With no other option left, the police had to do something.
Stop! Relax.
Shut the up.
Stop! Get up!
They got into a scuffle with her. After some time, they can arrest and take her in for offering a false report. the police received some intel about a stolen package and the whereabouts of the suspects. This lone police officer didn't waste any time in getting to the location. When he got there, he found the suspect sitting quietly inside a car.
He's southbound on Peninsula from University. I'm going 18 miles an hour. Looks like it's a rolling BV.
Sorry, copy.
The standard procedure would have been to wait for backup. However, this cop chose a different approach.
Park it! Show me your hand.
He walked up to the car with his gun up, ordered the suspect to come out, and immediately arrested him without wasting any time. The suspect tried to convince the police he was innocent, but the officer was having none of it. He had caught the culprit, and that's all that matters. This police body cam reveals the most gruesome scene. An escaped psychiatric patient stole a car with a 16-month-old baby inside. The police heard of the situation and got involved quickly. Here's what followed.
Alright. It's okay, sweetheart. It's alright.
They found the car after some time, but the suspect had escaped, leaving the victim in the car. The police found the child crying but unharmed. The police rescued the baby and proceeded to find the culprit. Later that day, the suspect was found still in a hospital gown. Due to the mental condition of the suspect, it was unlikely he had captured the baby intentionally. The police were chasing this fleeing suspect. However, the suspect seems so fast he gets way ahead of the cops.
And he's on the shoulder outside the road.
The suspect gets on foot and goes into a nearby bush. Knowing it might be impossible to catch the culprit alone, the police introduce a patrol dog into the mix.
Endo here! Endo here! Walking, buddy! Walking, Endo! Shooter Scott!
The dog darts off into the bush after the suspect. Even the cop has to keep up with the quick dog now. The cop gets over a barbed wire fence and takes a turn to meet a pleasant sight.
Walking, buddy! Good boy, Endo! Get your hands off of him! Get your hands up! Good boy, Endo! Good boy! I'm sorry! I'm sorry!
The dog already had the culprit with his teeth deep in the culprit's trousers. The officer later gets the dog of the suspect, while another cop arrests him. What ought to be a regular stop and search almost turned into a very violent scene. A cop stops this black suspect in a white car and notices that the car reeks of weed. The suspect confesses to having a bag of weed.
Alright, I got a bag of weed, bro. You got a bag of weed on you? Yeah. Okay, where's it at? In your pocket?
The officer then tells him to come out of the car. The suspect comes out of the car with his back facing the police. But in a twist of events, the suspect pulls out a gun on the unsuspecting but vigilant officer. In that moment of struggle, something amazing happens.
Drop the gun! I'm not. Drop the gun! Drop it! Drop it! I was just trying to get away. That's Signal 0, suspect at gunpoint. Stop!
The officer responds quickly, knocking the gun off the suspect. The officer later arrests the suspect and takes him in.